The Propel IROC Series heads to the Iowa Speedway for race number 7 of 10 in the IROC Series season. This is the IROC at Iowa. Trey Rainey, the 18, who needs just something to go right for him this season, has won the pole for tonight's race. Outside second, the 15 car of Jonathan Buford. Then in third, we have Cole Luigi. Fourth is points there, TJ Hanley. Running out the top 5, it's Matt as well as the 51. In sixth place, we have Jeff Wright. Seventh place is third in points, Griffin Lynn. Eighth, we have Levi Schoens. Ninth is second in points, Jay Jefferson. Luke Rainey rounds out the top 10. And in 11th position, running out the field, the 16 of Adam McDowell. There is our 11-car field for the Propel IROC Series at Iowa. Let's go on track set and fire these IROC cars up for racing around the 7th and 8th mile track in Newton, Iowa.
Drivers, start your engines!
Fired up.
The 11-car IROC field rolls off the starting grid for racing here at Iowa, which is always a crazy racetrack for sure. Normally in the Pennzoil Truck Series, Target Series, and Gatorade Cup Series, when we come here, the front 15 will get away and kind of you won't be able to pass up onto that point. But here we have 11 cars, so all these cars should have a shot to lead at some point in this third lap event. Green flag is in the air. We're racing in the IROC Series at Iowa. When you're the leader, you don't want to do what Trey Rainey did, overshoot 1 and 2, which allows Cole Luigi to get the lead and lead the first lap for 5 bonus points over Cole Luigi. Still in the championship fight, trying to get those bonus points. Here comes Jonathan Buford to the end of the 15, challenging down the backstretch. He'll throw it off into the bottom of turn number 3, get to the inside of the 42. They both slide up the racetrack, 42 way up the track. Trey Rainey to the side of him. They make contact. The 18 goes sideways. He saves the car. That was close there off turn 4. That could be a crash. Trey Rainey did a masterful job of saving his car. Jonathan Buford leads the lap. Now Mathis Wells wants to lead for 5 bonus points. He jumps to the inside down the backstretch. And Jay Jefferson to the top 5 right there as TJ Hanley falls back in the outside. Jay Jefferson currently in position to take the points lead away from TJ. Mathis Wells leads the lap for 5 bonus points. Our third different leader so far in the IROC Series at Iowa. Trey Rainey wants to lead his first lap of the race. He started on pole. He's getting to third by Cole Luigi. Here comes Luke Rainey. Power move on the bottom of the racetrack. Could move to fourth by Cole. I think he got to third on his brother as well. A great run for Luke. Finished well in the Target Series here last night. He knows how to perform well here at Iowa. He wants to do it in the IROC cars now and get an IROC victory. As he goes to the bottom of his brother, Trey in turn 1. As the front two both overstep the corner. Mathis Wells leads Jonathan Buford. Buford to run down the backstretch, trying to the back of the 51. Will he look low in turn 3? Wells again up the racetrack. Buford, a nice rotation through the middle of the corner. He gets off the corner well, and Jonathan Buford is going to lead the 5th lap of the race. Luke Rainey behind those two that are side by side to turn 1. Luke going to try and take second away from Mathis Wells. Trey Rainey rides in 4th right now with 36 with Griffin Lynn up to 5th. Wells going to try and get down in front of the 2 car right there, give him dirty air. He does. Now Wells looks for the crossover on Jonathan Buford as they come off turn 4. Luke right back to the inside of the 51 car. Side by side for second, the front 4 get away. 5th place Griffin Lynn, 6th place Cole Luigi. Going to try and run the front 4 down. And McDowell started last. He's up inside the top 10. The inside lane is for the lead. Luke Rainey is on Jonathan Buford to turn 3. Luke Rainey at the inside, Buford at the outside to come off turn number 4. Luke Rainey leads first lap of the race. Mathis Wells and Trey Rainey almost rubbing. That's for 3rd. Trey to the inside, Wells as Jonathan Buford in 2nd. He'll go up the racetrack. They go 3 wide now for P2 off turn 2. 3 wide for 2nd. Trey Rainey going to take it down the backstretch on the inside lane. Mathis Wells to the middle, going to try and get clear to get in line in 3rd. Luke Rainey comes off the corner. He'll lead his 2nd consecutive lap of the race. Trey Rainey up to 2nd. He has not led a lap of this race. He started on pole though. Yeah, Trey started on pole. He's not led a single lap so far this race. Can he change that on this lap? He looks to the inside of his brother off turn 2 and down the backstretch. Side by side, the Raineys go side by side for the lead. Trey on the inside, trying to get to the brother Luke. They both go up the track, and Griffin Lynn, 3rd in points, gonna try and take advantage and lead a lap. Luke Rainey gonna lead again. Lynn on the inside will try and get 2nd away from Trey Rainey. The front 5 now gone as 6th on Backer Ballin. Griffin Lynn comes in 3rd in the point standings. And with Jay Jefferson and TJ Hanley not lane left and both at the back of the field, this will be big for Lynn trying to take over the point seeds. To the inside of Luke down the back to turn 3, but Jonathan Buford looks 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead off turn 4. Who gets back to the line front? Lynn gonna lead it. A third of the way done. 20 laps to go, 10 laps down. Griffin Lynn leads the race. Now Jonathan Buford gonna try to take it away. Buford and Lynn go side by side off turn 2. Mathis Wells to 3rd. Luke Rainey back to 4th. Trey Rainey back to 5th, but they're in line. 3 wide back here is Jay Jefferson, Levi Jones, Codelucci, and others. Fight hard. Jefferson to Jones, into the wall. The 78 goes around. Jay Jefferson, second on point, spins around with the yellow flag out. I think our racers are coming back around. They did not take the yellow flag. Wells and Buford side by side. Second on points, Jay Jefferson has crashed down the front stretch with Levi Jones. Coming back around, Wells trying to beat Buford back. 3 wide goes Luke Rainey. Back to the line, squeeze. And Wells gets back in front. Buford oh, look at this! They've wrecked under the yellow. Luke Rainey and Griffin Lynn, third in points, has crashed with Jonathan Buford. Buford heavy rear end damage to Luke Rainey, side damage, and same with Griffin Lynn. They crashed under the yellow. They crashed. My goodness. Wells gets away. He was ahead of the crash, so he got away. But second, third, and fourth, Buford, Luke Rainey, and Griffin Lynn are going to have some damage. How bad will the damage be to their cars? And of course, second in points, Jay Jefferson, the one to bring out the caution flag as he crashes at the exit of turn 4. Let's go see the reason for her first yellow flag of the IROC series in Iowa. Going through 3 and 4, the 6 team at McDowell kind of slides up the racetrack a little bit. I think that gives dirty air to the 70 of Jay Jefferson, who starts to slide up the racetrack. And right, you can see he slides up, I think in the dirty air, gonna catch the 92 Levi Jones. They go straight towards the wall. Once you get connected, it's kind of hard to steer your car. Puts 70 into the wall and just bounce off hard enough to where he spins around. Jones gonna finish. They do right there, so he gets into him. He's like, I have to go. And he spins 78 around. Jones gets away. But the 92 and the 78 definitely going to have some damage off of that. And Jay Jefferson's going to be at the back of the field in 11th with some damage. So, I mean, that's a bad spot to be in. But maybe it's not too bad because 3 of the top 4 took themselves out under the yellow flag. And I'm going to have to see how that happened as well because I wasn't really paying attention to them. They had raced back and it was, you know, kind of already over. But right here, Griffin Lynn, Luke Rainey, and Jonathan Buford. So they race down the back stretch. Mathis Wells is going to squeeze Jonathan Buford off turn 4 to get the lap led at the line to lead them back to the yellow. Luke Rainey goes 3 wide in the 2 car. He's actually going to get just ahead of Griffin Lynn to lead them back in 3rd. And right here, oh, Luke got into Lynn. It looked like Luke kind of squeezed Griffin Lynn there at the entrance of turn 1. And that's kind of what started that. Right there, you can see right here. Watch this in slow motion. Luke kind of comes up into Lynn, who then gets up into Jonathan Buford. And those 3 going to the wall. Lynn has heavy side damage right there. Luke Rainey side damage and front end damage from that and that. And Jonathan Buford rear end damage and side damage. So how slow will these cars be on the restarts? The question, will they be slow or will they be up to speed? Once again, this is Iowa. You don't really have to have too much aerodynamics, but you need to have a car which is solid and still in one piece. Mathis Wells, the 51, though, he has a clean race car. He was out in front of everything that happened behind him. He's staying on the racetrack. Will go green after the halfway point in the Propel IROC Series at Iowa. Coming down the backstretch, green flag this time by 14 laps to go on lap number 17, as all 11 cars are still left on the racetrack and on the lead lap. Mathis Wells in control for our first restart of the night. Second place is now Jonathan Buford. 3rd for Luke Rainey. 4th, Griffin Lynn. 5th, Trey Rainey. Then Adam McDowell 6th. 7th for Codelucci. 8th, Jeff Bright. 9th, TJ Hanley. Levi Jones 10th, and Jay Jefferson 11th. So how will 2nd, 3rd, and 4th do? Buford, Rainey, and Lynn, they all have some damage after contact under the yellow flag. And how will Jay Jefferson and Levi Jones do as they got damage on our first yellow flag in the race? Green flag back out for Wells and Buford, and the rest of the field. We're back green in Iowa. We'll have to see once they get up to speed how fast their race cars are. I think Lynn already pressuring Luke Rainey down the backstretch. Off to 3. Mathis Wells in a good position right now because the next clean race car is back in 5th. Trey Rainey has to get by 3 damaged cars. Look at this, they're going to go 3 wide again. Lynn takes it 3 wide. First, second, 3 wide to turn 1. Griffin, then Luke Rainey, Jonathan Buford. Buford slides up towards the wall and almost into it. Then on the inside, digs hard. Rainey tried to get on his door. 36 states, second away down the back. Obviously, Griffin Lynn's car is unaffected by damage. So he moves to 2nd in a hard charge. How about Trey Rainey? Start on pole. Has run top 5 all night. He has not led a lap, though. And with 12 to go, he's in contention right now at the end. He's going for 3rd on his brother, Luke. And McDowell started last. 11th position. He's up inside the top 5. He goes to 5th. Here's Codelucci just behind him. Jay Jefferson losing touch with the pack. Let's again, he got some damage from the caution flag. Battle is on for 4th. McDowell to the inside of Luke Rainey. Colucci going to try and get inside the top 5. Follow that 16 through. How about the 5 of Jeff Bright? And here comes TJ Henley. He's had a bad race. I don't think he's been top 7 all night long. He's going to try and come forward late in the going and try and get as many points as he can, because Jay Justin's going to be back in 11th. If TJ Henley can just finish it out, he's going to gain some points on Jay. But the problem is Griffin in 3rd, points runs up in the 2nd position. The battle's on for 3rd. Trey Rain slept high. Here comes Adam McDowell to the inside. Luke Rain holds off for 5th. Colucci in 6th. Jeff Bright to 7th, getting by John 3 from 7th to the 15 car. Getting the worst of the caution damage as he's falling back outside the top 5. He's going to go back to 9th as TJ Henley to the 23 gets by him. So TJ, more points there for the driver of the 23 as he gets by the 15 car. First, second, Adam McDowell now playing around the 16 car to the inside of Griffin Lynn. 9 laps to go. They're side by side for second behind race leader Matt Wells in the 51 car. I think that 36, maybe the damage starting to come into play just a little bit for him right there. Maybe losing some grip. But look at Adam McDowell. Great course beneath the 51, side by side, down the back stretch off to turn 3. Adam McDowell inside, Wells outside. Adam McDowell takes it away off turn 4. Can he clear Wells? No, Wells fighting back on the outside. 8 to go in Iowa. Adam McDowell leads the lap. Jeff Bright to the answer for 5th, trying to get by Luke Rainey. Trey Rainey gonna try and get by Matthews Wells for 2nd as Adam McDowell from last starting position pulls away in the top spot. Off into 3. Now Adam McDowell slips wide. Here comes Trey Rainey's advantage on the inside. Great corner exit for the 18. They go side by side. Adam McDowell leads with 7 to go, but Trey Rainey's on the inside lane. Can't lead his first laps of the race. Off into 1. Trey Rainey takes it away. He clears. But now, where's the 36 of Lynn goes? He's side by side down the backstretch with Adam McDowell. Griffin Lynn gonna take 2nd away, but now can he take the lead from Trey Rainey off turn 4? He's to the inside. TJ Henley looks 3 wide. Where did TJ come from? Trying to get by 3rd points, Griffin Lynn. Off to turn 1 with 6 to go. He's looking for the lead. He's hung out the back all night long, but when it comes down to the end, when it comes money time, he's up there challenging. TJ Henley looking for 5 bonus points. They go through 3 and 4. 5 to go this time by. Jeff Bright getting by to 3rd. Where does he come from? Where does Colucci come from inside the top 5? Any yellow flag now would end the Propel IROC Series at Iowa early. TJ Henley might want that. He's out front in control to extend the points even more. Down the back of the race. Coming to 4 to go this time by. TJ Henley in control. Jeff Bright, the wily veteran, up to 2nd now, trying to get by Trey Rainey. 4 to go in Iowa. Henley pulls away. He's won here before in the Gatorade Cup Series. It was dominating fashion when he did as well. Well, look at this. He slides up the racetrack. Jeff Bright gets the 2nd. He closed it a little bit there. Colucci looks for 3rd on Trey Rainey. And Codes, you know, everyone's cheering for Jeff Bright to get there and get by TJ Henley, especially drivers like Colucci, because they can try and follow through and gain points on TJ's points lead. 3 laps remain in Iowa. Matheus Wells dominated after the restart. He moves back up to 4th. Henley way up the racetrack. Jeff Bright on the inside trying to take hard off turn 2, but he can't quite complete the pass down the back. We're coming to 2 to go. TJ looks like he's getting tight, that clean air. Through 3 and 4, Jeff Bright again on run, but Colucci takes to the inside for 2nd. 2 laps to go in Iowa. Colucci for 2nd, can't get by TJ Henley as well. Henley slips up the racetrack. Colucci to the inside. Side by side for the lead down the backstretch. Colucci inside, Henley outside. Jeff Bright looks to go to the middle lane. He slides. Matheus Wells. Henley, run with Jeff Bright. At the white flag, Luigi leads, but Wells gets the 2nd. Last lap in Iowa, 3 wide behind them. Trey Rainey goes 3 wide before the lead. Wells inside, Colucci. Where's Trey Rainey going? Great run off turn 2. Trey Rainey looks for the lead down the back to turn 3. Matheus Wells out in front. He slides into Colucci. Trey Rainey looks 3 wide. Off of 4. Wells and Rainey back to the line. The winner's going to be Matheus Wells. What a finish in Iowa. 3 wide in the last quarter. And Matheus Wells holds off the challenge for Trey Rainey to win the Propel IROC Series at Iowa. Crazy finish here in the last lap. Wells gets the job done, the 51. Let's go see the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Propel IROC Series at Iowa. We had 1 caution flag here today for 4 laps. And 12 lead changes, 8 different drivers led laps here tonight in Iowa. But the race winner was the one who led the most laps. He dominated after the restart, got past, fell back, but came back to the front. Matheus Wells, 13 laps led 30. Victory lane for the driver of the 51. Trey Rainey from the pole only led 1 lap here tonight and was about half a car length from winning here tonight. He ends up in the 2nd position. Colucci, great points tonight for him in 3rd. He led 2 laps leading on the last lap. I'm sure he would have loved a victory. It would have been 15 or it would have been 10 more bonus points. However, he does close down TJ Henley's points, so he's the new second place man in points. Jeff Bright currently 4th, and TJ Henley keeps that points with another consistent top 5 finish. Luke Rainey 6th, Adam McDowell 7th, Griffin Lynn 8th, 9th for Jonathan Beeford, Levi Jones 10th, and Jay Jefferson, heartbreak for the 78, came in about 11 points behind TJ Henley's points lead, but he falters and finishes 11th after being involved in our only caution flag of the night. Jay Jefferson finishes last and loses 2nd in points. Let's now go see the point standings. 3 races remain in the Propel IROC Series season. Here is how the points look 7 races in. TJ Henley has the most top 5s of anyone this season, 5, and top 10s in every race. Puts TJ on top of the points. He's been on top for most of the season. Can he close the deal? Is Luigi trying to hunt him down in 2nd? Luigi is 22 points behind TJ. 3rd for Matt as well, so that win definitely picks him up here tonight. 4th, Griffin Lynn. Jay Jefferson went from 11th points back in 2nd down to 5th and points 41 back. Then Adam McDowell is currently 6th, Jonathan Beeford 7th, Levi Jones in 8th, 9th for Luke Rainey, 10th for Jeff Bright, and obviously Trey Rainey, the one who has had the worst luck. He got his first top 5 of the season here at Iowa, but he's 11th in points right now, 68 points behind Jeff Bright, who's 10th. He's 138 back behind the points there, so obviously Trey Rainey's chances have been done for quite some time, but he can just get good results from here and just think about, like, you know, at least ended the season on a high note. Our only DNF so far this season is Jeff Bright. That's why he's so far down points in 10th. He has 4 top 5s, which is tied for second most with Luigi. But the problem is only 5 top 10s, and that DNF really hurting him. So currently most laps led this season goes to Adam McDowell. He's led 40 laps. Obviously those coming at Eldora, most of them. Griffin Lynn has led 28 laps. Matt as well as 20 laps. TJ Henley has led 14. Luigi and Jay Jefferson both have led 11. Levi Jones led 19. 9 to Jonathan Beeford. 9 to Luke Rainey. 6 to Jeff Bright. And 3 to Trey Rainey. Races led. A few drivers have led in 6 of the 7 races. No one's led in all 7 races. Griffin has led in 6, along with Adam McDowell. He's also led in 6. But we'll see how the season ends out. 3 more races to end out the Propel IROC Series season. Watkins Glen, Chicagoland, and Homestead. It's going to be a crazy run to the championship for sure. Can TJ Henley hang on over Luigi? Can someone else try and get up there and challenge? I mean, we have a long break now between this race and the next race. But we'll look ahead to the road course as we go to Watkins Glen. It's going to be an 8-lap shootout. It's going to be a fun one for sure. I'll see you guys then.